Hey, what's up, gang? It is Adam Smith, and it is Proxy time. This week is actually kind of a special one. I'm working on two suggestions from people in the Discord. So Renshai25 from the Discord wanted me to do the chain veil. Now, I do take suggestions all the time, and I just kind of add it to the list of things. And then when I have time, I get it in there. Luckily, this week, I didn't have anything going on, so I was actually going to do the rest of the dual land. So I figured, oh, well, I'll do this one because then AJ actually sent me one as well that he wanted made in Parallel Lives. And these two I have not made yet. So I figured I'd get on these and actually might do a little twist with Parallel Lives if I have time. Suggested by Lowry, doing the Double Dragon from Super Nintendo. The quality of this one, this is the best I could find for image quality. We'll see how it turns out. If anything, I can come to this and kind of have this part of the card as well. So I might do that anyways. I'm just trying to figure out where I would. The framing of this wouldn't necessarily get this whole thing in there. So if we have time, we'll get to that. I think these are going to be relatively easy. So we actually should have enough time with this. All right. So let's start with Chain Veil because that's going to, it only has the one art that we're going to use. We're not going to do the alt art. So let's get this one out of the way. All right. Also, what is just starting, if you hadn't had a chance to look at it, is these. I'm doing these in shorts as well. So this will eventually, you'll be able to see this in 60 seconds. It looks pretty sweet, actually, when it's in fast forward. So all these are going to be on there as well as shorts, which is kind of nice because then some people don't want to sit and watch one, me talk for half an hour to 45 minutes, but then two, also you get to see it go really fast, you know, go through it. It kind of, I don't know, it's almost soothing to kind of see it. And it's not just me saying that because I'm making the cards. I'm not bragging myself up. It just looks kind of nice to have it go by and fast forward. All right, so we're gonna have some fixes we're gonna have to do with this one when we get it over. It's just because of the older artifact border. It tends to do that when I'm trying to highlight there. So that's fine. I just have to remember that I'm going to have to fix that when we get over there. And that'll be, whoa. Oh, spilled a beer last week on the podcast. Almost spilled the drawing at the end of the that. Also, there is the drawing for Stump the Smith Savant at the end of this. So you can either fast forward to that if you're watching this later. If you're watching live, I'll be doing it at the end here. So let's see here. I think everything looks good there because I just want that, not the entire thing. So let's bring it on over. Not to that one. What are you doing? Chain Veil. There we go. Much, much bigger. I have an idea this time. I kind of looked ahead of time to figure out where I wanted to put the logo, so I'm not taken by surprise. And I want this to kind of come through in this, but we'll see here. Let's see what we can work here because I almost want the entire pillar part to come through. So if I'm going to do that, I might want to have this shrunk down a little bit so that it's not. My other option was having the mask or the chain veil mask thing coming through right here. But I think I just want the pillar to come to the front of that. So I think that probably looks good right there. That's only one bang there, AJ. All right. Yeah, I think that's where I'd want it. Let's crop this bad boy. There we go. Bang, bang, bang. You know, I should just have it ready. Where is it? There it is.
I don't want relationship. I just want bang, bang, bang. I don't want to know your name.
I just want bang, bang, bang. Oh, you know what? You can't even hear that. Hang on. Now you should be able to hear it.
I don't want relationship.
There we go.
Bang, bang, bang.
Just realized I didn't have my buttons on.
I just want
Bang, bang, bang. All right. That's for you, AJ, right there. That's the bang, bang, bang. Okay. I think that's framed pretty good. Let's see here. So we don't want a lot of this text box stuff to go away just because this card has a lot going on in it. So My favorite AJ was when you did on the Discord. So this is a little inside stuff if people are watching that aren't part of the Discord, where you wrote the message across a bunch of the channels and it confused a lot of people. Like, what are you talking about? That was fantastic. It's like, oh, you just have to look at all the channels below and just follow the pattern. All right, so can't do that. We need the casting cost in there. How are we going to do that? We can make this look like it's going in the cave. I actually like that idea. We'll have it go into that cave. It's going to kind of look cockeyed though a little bit. Yes, I did say cock. I said it again. Video's definitely getting flagged. I'm just kidding. Let's see. There. I don't know if I like how that skull looks there. Okay, so the skull ends right about there. That looks good. I'm just trying to see what we're going to highlight here. We want this to be a nice curve to it. Let's zoom out and look how that looks kind of cool. It's interesting. It's not normally what I do. It's not symmetrical. But I think I like how that kind of sticks out like that. I can't cut this off because you're going to lose the casting cost. We for sure need that. Make it a little bit there. There, that smoothed it out. So a couple other things. Okay, so if this gets taken over, can we still see what's going on? Let's look here. I know I was saying I didn't want to do it this way, but I think this will look really cool if we can get this to lead over the top. I'm going to do a quick highlight of it. Not with that. There we go. All right. And let's go down here. Okay, there we go. All right. So what I want to see is how much this actually cuts out. We'll get these little guys if we like it, but I just want to see how this is going to look. All right, let's just do this. What are we losing here? Can we still tell what the card does even after we do all that? Oops, I just want to get the highlights off. Okay, so let's zoom out. At the beginning, no, we kind of have to have, well, it looks really cool. How do I want to do that? Fade tool. I think that's what we got to do. Okay, so let's get back to our stamp tool. We're going to get that down to about 50. And oh, that looks kind of cool. So it kind of fades in. Man, I really wish I could have that chainmail stick out because that would be kind of cool to have a little fade like that behind it. Fade in just the purple. Hang on. We're going to try something. Let's get rid of the whole thing there. That fade actually might look pretty sweet. So we got to zoom in on this. I think I might bring it right. Oh, let's get on there. Bring it in here. So we're going to kind of hit the whole text box, but we're going to make sure you can still see what's going on here. Okay. Add a little bit of shadow down there, a little bit of shadow down there. And then we're going to get the top a little bit more like that. So it's going to gradually come in. So it's going to be at 70. Yeah, that actually looks pretty sweet. A little bit more in this area. Okay. Maybe a little bit there. Highlight it. Okay. I think I can run with that. Let's see. I still didn't fix all that stuff I was going to fix right away. All right. At the beginning of your End step. If you didn't activate a loyalty ability of a planeswalker this turn, let's zoom it out. You lose 2 life. Tap 4 for each planeswalker you control. Okay, so what we might do different with this is bring this way up. There we go. So we want to be able to see everything that's going on here. We just kind of just did a fade, and I'll fade up the top a little bit more, so we don't have that line going through. And I'll get this down here a little bit more. I like how that turned out. Okay, so let's get some fixing going on. Yep, that'll be good. Mainly this side. Easiest way to do this, get a straight line across. There we go. Boom, boom, and boom. Then let's fix that. And this side also had, nope, that little guy down there. We'll clean the whole thing up along there. Okay. Deselect. Now let's go smooth everything else out. Good, good. There we go. There we go. Now let's just make sure we can read it all at the beginning. It's a little bit hidden, but maybe we even bring this up even more than I normally do. So that top one is really up there. Looks pretty cool. It's more floating in there than anything. Okay. Let's see. Here we go. Let's grab that. And logo copy and bring her over. This, I kind of already had an idea of what I wanted to do. It's going to go on the eyes. Actually, I think that'll be the same thing with doubling season as well. But what I was thinking, it's going right there. Yep. Let's copy that layer, duplicate it. Now we have 2. Back to our stamp tool. Let's do the first one there and there. Let's jump onto the other layer. All right. Okay, definitely not keeping it that. Bring that way down. Bring you way down. This one might need a little bit more. There we go. All right. Chainmail. The chain veil. Chainmail. It's a chain veil. All right. That looks pretty dang good. Hang on. Two fixes need to be there we go. Okay. Chain veil. There we go. That one is done. You're welcome, Renshai25. That is your suggestion there. That looks good. All right, let's move on to parallel lives. This one comes from AJ's request. And what we are going to do is potentially 2 arts with this one. I want to do the alt art if I can. That, again, like I said before, all this stuff will be, if you don't want to watch this whole long video, the shorts are starting. So you will be able to check those out. And it's pretty sweet, actually. Especially since you don't have to listen to me talk. Damn it. I don't know how far I want to go with that. Do I want the green in between? I don't. So I want this part to be fixed a little bit. Come on. Let's get even. Okay. So then we're going to straighten that line. Alt it so it grabs and brings it with. Nope. Other way around. Control Z. It's a shift. Either alt or shift. I do it all the time. There we go. I'll have to smooth those out, the corners there, when we bring it over. I might try to get a little bit there. Let's see if we can get it there. I think that might, oh, there, that did it good. Sweet. The more I can do here, especially since I'm doing 2 arts with this, the better. If I don't have to fix anything, then it's less of a chance for me to miss that when I bring it over, and it's less work for me. So whatever I can fix here is best mainly because of the 2 art thing. If I'm only doing 1, then it's not as big of a deal, I guess, because you can bring it over, fix it right away, and you're done with it. But by getting it all fixed here, that helps. All right, let's do it the easy way. Shift it. Match up those lines so they start there. See, it matches there. Boom. Okay. Bring it over. Got that one. There's our art we're working with. The original art from this. There is no other art from this, I should say. Ooh, we got to get these guys both in there. Am I going to be able to fit them both? This is going to shift down, match up my tops and my bottoms. So then the card itself, this is going to be a tight one. We're coming right, that brow. So we're going to see that. We got the eyes will definitely be in there. The wolves might have their noses cut off. We'll see. Let's crop it. Yep, a little bit. They'll look fine in the digital part of it, but once it gets made into a proxy, you're probably looking at like that's my border normally. So this part they'll look fine. It's the proxy part will be cut off. Let's see. But you could still see a majority of what those guys are doing there. So, okay. So with this card, I didn't plan out what I wanted to have come to the foreground and all that. So I think the best option, we still want to keep the text box. The next one I can mess around with because I'm doing the double dragon thing. So we can do the wolf coming over here and over there. We can almost have these tree branches come through here and there. It covers that. We can maybe just do these 2. So I think that's probably the easiest route. We want the stamp tool. And let's just do the wolves right away. Where to stop? Well, let's start with the jaw. And that's not even the wolf part there, is it? What is this little hanging down thing? I'll keep it part of the wolf. Smaller so I can fit it there. Yeah. And then we'll have it come down to here. So we're going to lose. I'm going to take away all this. So we're going to go like that. Like that. And we're going to take everything in the between. So you can still see it's an enchantment. Cool. Remember, we got to get to that 70 mark because that's what I normally like to have it at for. Okay. That adds some stuff to it. I like that. All right. So then we move up to the branches above. And let's get these branches coming through. Now I'm almost tempted to use this tool. Not quite so big, but not making it so crisp of a line. Yeah, I think that'll work. Because they kind of have they're not very visually, they're not very sharp in the sharp. They're just like, they already look a little faded. So I think having the fade tool in there kind of works perfect with these branches. And we want to be at 70. Okay, that looks pretty cool there. Let's bring, it'd be this. Yeah. I'm just worried about this side is my only thing because I want to make sure we can see our casting cost there. And I think it doesn't mess with it enough. So we can do that. Right? I think so. Yeah, you can still see. Yeah, you can see it's a 3, right? I don't think I want that like that because you really can't see. I mean, if I do it like that, that's probably a little better. What I'll do, I'm going to make this branch a little bit thinner. So we're going to start this over and not be so detailed with it. We'll run down the middle of it and not grab every part of the branch. I think that's probably our best route. Yeah. So we can get rid of that bottom part with that branch. Okay. We can see it's a 3. You can see it's a forest. That works out. Dig it. All right. Then let's get over to this side. I don't normally have this that high. I need to be able to see here. Okay. So we're still on that fade tool. This just works out because of how this art is. We'll just bring out that a little bit there. And we got this there. So we need that a little bit smaller. Branch there. Okay. Hey. Like it. Yeah. That looks pretty dope. So these got brought to the foreground like a lot. That looks really cool. It makes it so you can see the eyes in that. I like how that turned out a lot. Okay, so CommanderSmith logo. Where are we going with you? Originally, I was thinking right in there. I was also thinking their eyes. Oh, that was what I was going to do because I wanted it to be double or parallel lives type thing. So it's 2 of them. Get it? Stupid. I could do it up here. That was not my initial thought. No, because I want you to notice that those are eyes there. So we're going to do the wolf's eyes. We'll bring it way down. Whew. Okay. Let's see how that looks. And we fade that. You can't even tell there, so we need it higher. There you go. I actually kind of like it. All right, duplicate. Duplicate that layer. Bring her over there. Okay, so the only thing I do want to fix with these is we're going to grab the stamp tool. We'll grab layer 2 first. Just kind of taking out that and the bottom, make it fit in the eye. Let's go to the copy. All right. No one's going to know that is there. Only the people that have seen this and know it's there will realize that. Okay, so that is parallel lives number 1. Let's move on to parallel lives number 2. Fun part, just copy there. All right, double dragon. So this is what I'm going to frame it first. I'm going to go to the other one and do the same thing. I just want to see how this is going to look. Oh, this might actually be the right way to do this. I think that'll turn out pretty nice. The framing of this is actually really good. Top and bottom look good. Now let's get our crop going. There. And this suggestion comes from Lowry. I forgot that somebody had suggested parallel lives way in the past, and I just haven't done it. Yeah, I think that's the way I want to do it. I think that looks really cool that way. And then Lowry threw that in. He's like, yeah, I thought we were doing double dragon as it. Oh, yeah. They had this one here. Okay, so we want the dragon stuff. We'll have that come to the foreground. Bottom stuff. I don't think I want to mess with anything there. Let's see if he had his arm come over. We could do that. Bring this over. It comes over the text box. Let's start with the top first because we know that's happening. And then we'll come down to the bottom and see what we can mess with there. I think it's going to be best for me to just freehand this. It's picking up a lot. Okay, that actually worked out pretty good. No. That worked out pretty good. Shit. All right. So we're not doing the fade tool anymore. Like I'm not giving them the actual what their names are. That's just my name for them. That stamp doesn't look right. So what did we move to? We're on normal. It was weird that it was doing that. All right, so we'll grab. Ooh, okay. So that went outside the lines more than I want. Yep, and that did too. This guy, all there, and this. Okay, we're freehanding it. Get rid of these. Start with the left side. Work our way over. Okay, that works there. It even looks like it may reach all the way up there. So I'll have to get a really thin line going there. Shrink that up. Sweet. Okay. Let's go fix that hand. Smooth out that. Oops. Yeah, I like this is probably the version that I'm gonna like the most. It's probably the version that I'm gonna play with. This double dragon one. This game was so sweet. All right. And some of you might be like, what the hell is Double Dragon? I have never heard of that game. What is a Super Nintendo? You know about Nintendo. Super Nintendo is when it got really good. Okay, I don't like what I just did there. See, there's too much purple coming through, so it doesn't look that entire thing. So let's try to get right in the middle. There we go. And shrink this up. I think it goes all the way through. Nope, it doesn't. So we'll stop right there. Sure looks all right. Yep. Last one. Just a little bit out of the line, so it almost highlights it. And this will be at 70. Okay, that looks good. Now, moving on to the dudes. All right, so the idea, if I had his arm coming through and going on to here, well, let's just do a quick one. Do that little test just to see how this is going to look. Not trying to make this look perfect. It's just, I don't want to waste my time testing this out and doing it, and then it just looks like crap. So that's what I was thinking. That actually looks good. And then the other thing I was thinking was this dude's arm coming through like that, and then the pole like that. Yep, we're doing it. All right, Control Z, Control Z. Just making sure I hit Control Z a little too much there. All right, so let's get closer there. Arm definitely coming through. We'll probably actually just have both these connect potentially. I'll get this done first so that when I'm starting the other one, I can test it and look at it. Man, look at those Ripley arms. That's what my arms look like. No, not even close. Sounded like Eeyore. All right. This will look pretty sweet. Did I get outside? Yeah, I did get outside there. Let's those knuckles. Shorten this up a little bit. Get that smaller so I can actually see what I'm doing here. Hmm. Okay. Up here. Basically just like highlighting everything so I can fill it in. That's kind of the easiest way to do things. So you can fill in the middle just after you get it all traced out, outlined. Okay, let's see here. Oh, I don't know if I like how straight I made that. I almost want little bumps where his bracers are. Okay, did that help? Yeah. Okay, that was better. All right, and then the last thing was bringing this across. And that goes down here as the chain coming through. So, do I want the chain or do I want this whole thing to be gone? Then that just seems like it's disappearing into his muscles. So, I think actually what I'm going to do, I am going to do this. But see, I'm going to have it look like it's going his arm there. I don't think I like that. Like that. Chain there. I didn't like how not detailed I was there. Okay. Just making that line a little bit better there. I think this is the one I'm going to be spending the most time on. The other two are just straightforward. Okay, looks good. Now, remember what I said. When we move over to this one, I want to test two things. We're going to do his arm like that. Do I go like that and have the text box there? Oh, yeah. Yeah. We're leaving the text box in there. Because then it looks like they just have the text box under their armpits. And this pole comes straight down. We'll just go all the way down with the pole, get that outlined first. Zoom in. All right, let's get that lined. It's a little hard to tell on this one because the image quality is a little poor. It's harder for me to figure out. Well, and I also have this pretty high on there. Figure out where my lines are. There we go. There we go. Okay. Whoop. I might have gone a little too far there. Let's look at what it looks like. Let's zoom out, check it out. Staff looks good. Finish off the hand. We need to bring this down. Okay. I don't think I could highlight on this one either. Like I said, because the background isn't the greatest. It isn't the greatest quality. I don't think it would pick up very well. All right, so let's start tracing, figure out where our lines are. About there. Elbow over. This guy has spikies on it, so we'll try to emphasize those. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And fill this in. All right. All right. What we're actually going to be, how this is looking. 48. Let's get up to 70. Okay. that looks pretty sweet. I'm just trying to make sure everything fits, makes sense there. So do I want this to come in like that? Yeah, we'll do that. That actually looks pretty. I actually got that pretty good from a distance. From a distance. Might. Does it make sense to do that with that? No, again, that's what I was talking about before. And it just seems weird where the text box is ending. Okay, but I do want to clean this up a little bit. Just seems like there's a little extra there. Okay, that's good. Good. Oh, let's move. Well, we know where the CommanderSmith logo is going. That's probably the easiest one to figure out where that goes. What ball is the Dragons holding on to? Why, it's the CommanderSmith ball. It's nice and round there, too. Oh, I could even spherize that. Wait there for a second. We can really make this, although I already have that color trying to give the sphere look to it. So it might actually be fine as is. When we add the dragon claws on there. We need to be able to see through this. And we're getting to the dragon claw. So let's get there. Shrink this up. Whoop, I was getting bigger. Up. There we go. A little closer. And what in the world? Oh, it's because I'm not on the ball. All right, there we go. Claws there. Okay, see how that looks. Bring this. Oh, that looks pretty sweet. All right, sweet. Well, hey, that's 3 proxies. Maybe hang on. I like how this looks there. So we need to even this out. We're gonna have that highlight there. Okay, that's better. So when we were zoomed out there, it's like, nope, it does not look right there. Okay, so that is 3 different proxies. 2 of, let's get rid of this. Let me just see here. Get rid of that so I can see all these all together. Get rid of that. Let's get rid of that. Get rid of that parallel lives. There, look at those 3. Fantastic. All right. Well, if you like that, please like and subscribe if you aren't subscribed already. Right now, what I am going to do, this is for the podcast part. We have names in here for Stump the Smith Savant, and I'm going to draw whoever is going to be doing the stumping this week, trying to stump Lowry tomorrow. So, all right, this week we get, oh, he just entered too. Bill from Woodbury. So, Bill, you are the chosen one this week. You are going to try to stump Lowry, and I have your suggestion. If you guys want to give me suggestions of cards, again, it needs to be 5,000 decks or more, and that's for the podcast. Check out the podcast, and you could win, actually, Treasure Vault. So that is the first one of the Proxy Time shorts. If you want to check that out, you can see one of the arts that I did for that in 60 seconds. So just check that out on our page. On our YouTube channel, I should say. So, all right. Well, that should do it. I'm Adam. That was Proxy Time. I'll catch you guys next week. See ya. Bye. Sega.